From hopping frogs and sliding fun to mayhem with Merlin and riding in the sky, Dutch Wonderland is truly a kingdom for kids. Stay tuned for part 1 of my review and to discover why it's been voted one of the top 5 best kids parks in the world. Welcome everyone to L Living. I was super excited to make an entire video about Dutch Wonderland, but I quickly realized I have so much to show you that 2 videos would make for much easier viewing. So this first video will focus on the rides and attractions, and the second will feature seasonal fun and lodging. There will be timestamps of all categories and helpful links in the descriptions below of each video. Dutch Wonderland is in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, commonly known as Amish country. This park is one of the many reasons to visit this wonderful area. Now on to their rides, which they classify into levels 1, 2, and 3. Level 1s are mild, great for the youngest riders, level 2s are a little more exciting, and level 3s are the most thrilling. I will be highlighting a lot of their rides, but for a full listing, please check out the link to their website below. First up is Dragon's Lair, which has been here since opening day in 1963. It's near the entrance to the park, and you can literally see it from the road. Even when I am just driving by Dutch Wonderland, seeing this ride always makes me smile. It's a fun and really unique ride as the passengers seemingly navigate the boat around the pond, keeping an eye out for the dragon. The Space Shuttle, which takes you up and away, is right down the walkway from Dragon's Lair, as well as Wonder Whip, an exciting little ride for the younger kids. Next is Sky Ride, which gives you a high view of the place as it takes you across the park to more rides. You can also skip Sky Ride for the time being and meander your way along the path, encountering some other rides along the way. But close by this area, and new since we have been there, is Merlin's Mayhem, which you can plainly see as you first enter the park, right behind the train ride Wonderland Special. Another terrific ride for both kids and parents, and one of my favorites, is the Turnpike Cars. Fun fact, this ride was one of the 4 original rides when the park opened in 1963, and it's still a classic must-do. The Fun Slide is another fan favorite and has also been around since the early days. The level 1 rides here are really enjoyable for the little kids, and they can usually go several turns in a row because the lines are not super long. A few of our favorite level 1s are Choo Choo Charlie, which is just a special time to walk with your kid as they chug their way around, giving them a push here and there if needed. Duke's Dozers is just cool for any kid who loves big machines. And then there is Frog Hopper, which always causes belly laughs as it dips and jumps. They have other classic rides here, like the swing ride, called Flying Trapeze, bumper cars, Turtle Whirl, and the Double Splash Flume. They are always a fun time, with typically short enough lines to be able to ride them repeatedly. There are some fun roller coasters here too. I've already mentioned Merlin's Mayhem, which is their first suspended coaster that comes with some fun theming. The other level 3 coaster is the Kingdom Coaster, a more traditional roller coaster and a classic since the early 90s. Not pictured, but a fun little ride, is the Joust Family Coaster, and it is a level 2. Dutch Wonderland also has a small water park consisting of a large splash pad with some small slides, but also featuring Pipeline Plunge, which offers 2 pretty tall and fast water slides. It's a great option to cool off on a summer day. So now let's talk about their interactive attractions. These interactions are really enjoyable for the kids and add variety to the day. Things like milking a cow, hitting targets at the shooting range, riding a pony, panning for gold, or ringing the bell at the train station. There are also fun characters here like Princess Brooke and Sir Brandon, and of course Duke the Dragon, and some fun photo opportunities. In 2014, Dutch Wonderland introduced Exploration Island, which features over 20 lifelike dinosaurs and a fossil dig area called Dino Dig. It was a great addition to the park, expanding their grounds and the variety they offer. They also have an assortment of shows here, from live stage shows to high dive shows to Storytime with Princess Brooke. And they recently added a comedy show to the mix called the Merlin and Mayhem Comedy Show. Their shows have been a staple here since the very first one in the late 1960s, and they are still a fun change-up to the day. To sum up this video, I just want to say that I love amusement parks and have been to a good amount of them in my day, including some pretty big ones in Orlando, but there is nowhere else quite like Dutch Wonderland. The focus here has always been young kids and families, and their core effort is to make it fun and relaxing, to keep your kids happy but not exhausted. Some parks are so huge and have such long lines that can make for a very difficult day for little ones and their parents. The layout here is very convenient with lots of different activities that make for a very enjoyable day. For a complete listing of all rides, attractions, pricing, and calendar information, as well as height regulations for each ride, click on the link to Dutch Wonderland in the description below. I also have additional links there of more family-friendly things to do and places to eat in Lancaster County. If you haven't yet, check out part 2 of my Dutch Wonderland review. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, like it if you do, and enjoy your adventure.